Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. So in this video, I wanted to kind of let you guys know in what direction that this channel is going to go, and also clear the air about some things that has happened and has been said, and some changes that are going to happen here on the channel. So let's get into it. So last night I released a video saying what to do, was kind of talking about the fact that, about the trademark stuff and yada, 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 and just in general, what we were going to do with the channel. And then, I'd had a conversation with one of the auto auction facilities that was not Copart. I know that a lot of you guys have sent me the video that Randy put out. I don't know if he put it out yesterday or this morning or when it was put out, but a video that was put out. And Randy had mentioned in the video that someone said that he was banned from Copart. I don't know if he was referring to me or if he was referring to somebody else, but I went back and rewatched the video to make sure that I didn't say that, and it wasn't me that said it. I don't know if maybe he just figured that that's who I was implying, but that's not who I was referring to. But nevertheless, let me make a video real quick and clear the air of what's going on. Randy and I have been in communication via email. I would have loved to have had a phone conversation with him, because obviously people come across differently over the telephone versus how they do on email. But nevertheless, I understand his reasoning of why he doesn't want to talk on the phone and would prefer everything through email. So he has, and I get it, because I do the same thing too. But so he and I both have record of who said what and when and where and so forth and so on. So with that being said, let's clear the air about a few things. And I'm also going to post some screenshots on the community tab here in just a little while to verify this. So after this video is released, give it just a little bit, pop on over to the community tab, and you guys will be able to see these screenshots as well. And I have sent these to Randy as well, and he's seen them. Or I'm assuming he's seen them. No reply as of yet. But anyway, I had expressed and told you guys that the reason that all of this started was because Randy had been reporting my content when I was eSore World back in 2021, 2022. I did ask him point blank as far as the nasty comment that he had left me in reference to Copart when I was suing them, and he did own up to it. He did not lie to me about it. Obviously, he knew that I knew, because I read the comment. He did admit to what he had done and what he had said. And so, we talked about a few other things via email, and I think, and I'm not going to throw anybody else under the bus, and this particular person, I definitely don't want to get into a pissing match on social media. But basically, long story short, I think that this particular person is a shit stirrer and wanted to start drama for some reason. And a lot of you guys are, well, not a lot of you guys are extremely happy that I was doing what I was doing, and taking down, if you will, Randy's channel. And then there was quite a few of you guys that were pissed off, and then there was comments that was coming through and saying that, my channel is turning into drama, just like TK's channel. And so just wanted to kind of talk a little bit about that as well. If you guys go back and look at my content from a couple of years ago, I think the latest stuff that's up is a year now, because I had deleted everything. But never at one point was my content ever dramatic or filled with drama or bad-mouthing anybody, up until recently, when I consistently kept getting hit with violations and things like that. And I mean, I'm sitting here looking at my screen right now. I have copyright strikes, and it's stuff that I would have never done had I not been steered in that direction by other individuals. I have been told for several different years by several different people, one person in particular, that Randy had been targeting my page. And I took them at face value because I deemed them as a very good friend of mine. I don't know. I don't really know what to say from this point, other than the stuff between Randy and I is done. I wished him the best. I hope that this crap that happened here didn't damage his channel. You know, and I know he's going to watch this video, and the only thing I can say is, and you know, I'm saying it directly to his face at this point. Do I think he's the most wholesome, you know, upstanding YouTuber out there? No. Do I think that he could probably treat his viewers a little bit better in the way that he responds to some of their comments? Because that's one of the things that I see a lot of you guys telling me, is that you guys unsubscribed to him a year or more ago or recently or whatever because of the way he responds to comments. And so the only thing I can say to that is, you know, if as a YouTuber, and I do it myself all the time, there's a lot of comments that I get that really just piss me off. But I bite my tongue, and if I don't respond, I normally just block them from the channel. It's better to just block them and get rid of them than you, you know, responding in a nasty, negative way, and then that tarnishes your brand. And that's something I've been telling my mom and my sister for years as well, because they own a business, and my sister is extremely hot-headed, and so she will go on, like if somebody leaves them a 1-star review on Google about their company, my sister will go on and she will basically battle with them, or you know, be disrespectful back to them, and it turns into like a pissing match. And so I tell them all the time, I'm like, you need to stop that, because that's just, at the end of the day, it's just, you know, tarnishing your image, your brand. So with that being said, do I think he's the most wholesome, upstanding guy? Not really. Do I think he's a horrible individual? No. You know, we all have skeletons in our past. I'm not an exception from that. I've had my troubles. He's had his. We've all had our troubles. How we proceed as an adult is, you know, where it goes from there. Now, with that being said, you know, I had asked the question on here, excuse me, if I should rebrand the channel, whatever. The channel is going to be rebranded. It's going to go back to ESO World. For those of you that started following me because of the drama for Randy, you know, I am ultimately an automotive content channel. I wasn't ever as big as Randy or anyone else. I do plan on taking this a lot more seriously and trying to get back into it, because I have really enjoyed doing the content again and stuff like that, even that it is dramatic at this point. But I do plan on reeling it back and going back to what I used to do. With that being said, if any of you guys are disappointed and don't want to be here because it's not drama with Randy, then you're more than welcome to unsubscribe. But I hope you guys do stick around and watch the content, because next week I do have a trip planned where it's all automotive content related. It's actually a museum that we're going to, that we have approval to film at. And it is older stuff. It's not like newer stuff. I'm not going to tell you guys the name, because then you guys can just go look it up. Anyway, with that being said, I hope you guys stick around. If you don't, I understand, it's fine. No hard feelings. As far as the trademark stuff goes, so, and I did send all of these screenshots and this information over to Randy as well. You know, I know he accused me of lying about the trademark, and that I had never done it or whatever. I did send him the actual screenshots today to prove that I wasn't lying. A lot of you guys had commented and said that the company Trademark Engine was a scam. And after going through this whole process, I have to agree. So I had submitted all of these documents or not all these documents, but I had filled out all of this stuff over a year ago through trademarkengine.com. They have a bunch of different packages to choose from. I chose from the lowest dollar amount package, which was like $45, literally for them to start the process and run what they call a conflict of interest search or something like that. It also searches common law stuff, which is something that Randy was claiming that he has common law trademark. I've read you guys before the stuff about common law trademark, and I actually, before making this video, and I mean, you guys can look up the number and call and, you know, check, but I did check into common law trademark. I also looked at the reports that was ran by Trademark Engine, and common law trademark did not apply to this particular name. I did advise Randy, and I'm pretty sure he has an attorney, he should trademark the name. So I have contacted Trademark Engine. I provided the screenshots. I will post the screenshot of it in the community tab, but I have canceled the remainder of what they were supposed to be doing for finalizing the trademark. So I had gotten an email, excuse me, I had gotten an email several days ago telling me from Trademark Engine that everything was complete. So I assumed, and this was the first time I've ever done a trademark, and it had been for, you know, so damn long ago that I had submitted this, I was under the assumption that when they said that it was complete, that it was complete, that it was done, which most of you guys would have thought as well. And that wasn't the case. So what they meant was they were done running their search for conflicts. They call it a conflict review. That's what it is. They were done running that search and they didn't find any conflicts, including common law. And again, I sent those screenshots to Randy as well. Anyway, so with that being said, I've canceled the trademark stuff. This channel name, I've got 9 more days until this channel name can be renamed back to what it was. I did ask Randy, since he does have a dedicated rep, and I do know about the dedicated rep for larger channels. I did ask Randy if by chance he could reach out to his rep and see if his rep could help with getting my name changed back to what it was with my consent, and I'll see if he responds to that. I don't know. If not, then I can't do anything for 9 days still. Anyway, I think that's about it as far as all of that goes. I know a lot of you guys are going to be disappointed. A lot of you guys are going to be upset that I'm not going to still be going after him. You know, I told you guys many times over when I was making these videos is I never wished harm on him or to take his livelihood. I just wanted him to stop bothering me. And now I found out that I don't think it was ever him bothering me to begin with. Yet he did admit to a couple things that he has done against my channel, but I don't think is the one that has been the one consistently reporting my stuff. So with that being said, that's it for this video. Drop a comment below. Let me know what you think, and I will keep you guys updated.